Hey y'all, this is Audra Hicks, your Tennessee Realtor. I wanted to come on today and tell you about the interest rates and the buyer's market that we are still in. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I put the real in real estate. As a listing agent, I know we have listings, some listings, no matter what the price, condition, or location, may take a good 30, 60, 90 days to sell just because it just happens that way sometimes. But in a buyer's market, our buyers know, because I am a buyer's agent as well, so I know both sides of the coin, which makes me well-rounded and well-versed in knowing how to write up offers strategically in order to hopefully get that seller to accept my buyer's offer. And then on the seller side, I know what we are looking for in buyers. So, you know, whether they're conventional, FHA, is the home going to go either or, you know, so you kind of need to know that, and you need to know loans and all of that. So I keep up to date with all of that. People that follow me on social media know that I'm always out there. I'm trying to go to CE classes and continuing education all the time just to get updated on just about everything. A plethora of information is out there for us. We just got to utilize it and use it and learn it and all of that and keep up to date with things. So the market, though, I'm going to talk to y'all about that. The interest rates are at the lowest they've been in a long while. So now we're in the sweet spot of buying. So what is stopping you from buying a home? If it's listing your home and getting it sold, then we can come up with a game plan on that. I do not like my sellers to be homeless. So a lot of sellers think that in their head, that they are going to be homeless if they go ahead and put their market on their home on the market and then have it sold. They think they've got to move on out. Well, if we write up the contract that it is contingent upon seller finding suitable housing and the simultaneous closing of both properties, then we don't have that issue, people. I will not let my seller be homeless unless they're wanting to be homeless. They're like, okay, I want to go stay in a hotel for a few weeks. I mean, not many people say that, but you know, who knows? But everybody's situation is different and unique. So we craft whatever it is we're trying to do and into what's going to be best for that buyer or seller or both. Some of my sellers are buyers as well. So we've got to be able to hopefully get our offer accepted with a home sale contingency in today's time. And sometimes those sellers are just not wanting to have it because they're thinking they're going to lose out on another buyer. But if your home's been on the market for 100 days, you might need to accept that offer. You know, give it a chance. Who knows? I'm just saying we're in that market. But, you know, there's some homes that fly off the market. It depends on the subdivision they're in, maybe, or the area that everybody's wanting to move to. You see those a lot. So, but, you know, all of the buyers that have been waiting and waiting and waiting, since we are seeing interest rates in the 5.5s to 6, now is the sweet spot. You get the lower interest rate and you still can probably get those sellers to give you some concessions or buy down your interest rate even more. So you can do a 2-1 buy down or a 3-1 buy down. Look at some of my other YouTube videos where I've had lenders speaking on the buy downs and that, you know, or ask me about it. Let me know if you have any questions. But there's many options that you can still do right now because we have listings that are on the market and we have a lot of inventory. So with a lot of inventory and not as many buyers because they've been waiting, then inventory will sit a little longer. So, you know, now is the time for those buyers to get on out there and start looking and, getting in that home and building your equity in your home rather than rent, which you are just opening a window up, going down the road and throwing that money right on out. But there are reasons that people like to rent or need to rent, and I get that. The ones that I'm talking about today are the people that have been waiting to buy because they're waiting for rates to go down. Why do that? Like, go ahead and get in your home. The best time to buy is whenever you're ready. If you've been ready, you're just waiting, you think you're going to wait for that time, you've probably been waiting for a year or two, or probably 5 or 6 or 8 or 9 years. I mean, who knows? And you have missed the boat many times on buying. So just go ahead, reach out to whoever it is that is your realtor, and get that realtor to meet with you. I do a buyer's consultation. So if you are here in Middle Tennessee and you are looking to buy, let me know. You can meet me at my office and we can go over the buyers. I do a buyer's consultation, so we will go over the whole process so that you feel comfortable with making that move and when that might be. It may be that you need to wait a month or two. It just depends on everybody's circumstances. I get that. But if you really have wanted to make that move, you just don't understand how to do it, then please reach out. I'd love to have that conversation with you. Some people, it takes them because of maybe credit or job, or, might not have been on the job for 2 years, or if you're self-employed, you might need to do whatever, taxes, or, just everybody's different. So, but I'm there for the long haul. I have had to help some clients over the years. For, I think one of my longest ones that I helped try to get them to be ready to buy was like 4 years. And then when they bought that home, they have been in that home now for like 5 years. So, I'm 9 years in the business, but before that I owned a high-end floor care business for 24 years, Big Bear Floor Care, with my hubby and son, and we were in homes getting them prepared for the market, dealt with realtors, and saw the process, and have always been in the housing type realm of things. So dealt with all different types of clientele. Every home is different, every person's different, and I love that. And I love real estate. So when we retired from that 9 years ago, we went into real estate and have not looked back. I love what I do, and it comes out in my business. My clients know that, so they like, know, and trust me, and they refer me to other clients. So I love that, and they reuse me. And then, I've had some where the kiddos have grown up and needed to buy a home. So I've even helped. My son is 30, almost 31, and when he was in preschool, going back to preschool days with those parents and those children that he went to preschool with, or first grade or kindergarten or whatever it may be, I have helped them buy their homes, and sometimes those parents sell their homes and buy a home and stuff. So I love that. I love what I do. So if y'all are in Middle Tennessee area, please let me know. I'd love to meet up with y'all. And also, if you have a home to sell, I can help you do that. So just let me know. AudraHicksHomes.com is my website, and my phone number is 615-859-1748. And my office is in Gallatin. So Coldwell Banker Southern Realty is where I'm at. I have an office there. So I will put all the info in the description. So y'all just let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. Please comment, like, share, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.